Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. I'm home today. I took off today, and I am so excited for this day. Freedom Friday, okay? I'm lounging around. It's a quarter to 11 in the morning. I don't never get to lay that late. And I have on my little house coat. It's faux fur. See? I got it from TJ Maxx a few years ago. I've never worn it. I took the tags off this morning, so it's got to be 2 years old. And I have a brown one that's all brown. It looks like a mink coat, but it's a house coat. And, you can be comfortable and stylish at the same time. It's very soft and just beautiful. And I thought I was like, where are my house coats? I had another one that's just a knock around. And I found both my house coats, and I thought I'd put one on and lounge around in style. Have myself some little grape juice in my little stem glass, some communion juice. So how's everyone Friday going? Mine is going good so far. I had some errands to run. And thought I would come in here and say good morning to you all and encourage you all to practice a Freedom Friday. Continue your Freedom Friday and be free every day. Everyone deserves some R&R. Take off from work one day. I'm taking off because my birthday is this weekend. So I never taken off for my birthday before. So I thought, well, why not? People do it all the time. So I normally work every day, 7 days a week. Some days are 12 hours, But I'm enjoying this morning, just laying around, kicking around. So, I just wanted to come on here and encourage you all to have a good Friday, a Freedom Friday. I said all our Fridays are going to be titled Freedom Friday, okay? Because it's the start of the weekend. Most of you all don't have to work 7 days a week, so you are free to enjoy yourself, relax, go out with your family, just have some relaxation of the mind and the body and the soul and the spirit, relax, just do things like that. Do something for yourself, after you get off work today, or if you got off work this morning, from working third shift, it's Friday. Try to do something to relax yourself and be free. Be free. I'm going to always say, practice freedom. Practice positivity. Freedom is not always visible. We walk around, we go to the stores, we go shopping, we go to work, we go to church, and we're free from shackles. We're not in prison. We're not behind bars. We're not in handcuffs. So it appears that you're free. But when you're tied up in your mind and you're in bondage in your mind, you're in prison. You can be imprisoned, locked up behind a gate and be free if your mind is free. It all starts with the mind. The devil works to attack the mind. If you notice abuse, if you're verbally abused, emotionally abused, or mentally abused, physically abused, it's up here as well. You know how some people have been kidnapped and they've been sexually abused and had children by their kidnapper, and I can't remember the name of it, but they side with them when they get rescued. They side with them. They that's their family. They love them. They have that I know the word, I can't look for it. I know what it is, but I can't think of it right now. But they side with their kidnappers because they're still in bondage here. Their brain and their mind have been poisoned to believe that this is best for them. The sexual abuse, and you having babies in the basement. You can't go out of the house. You can't, come upstairs with the rest of the family. You're shackled to the radiator. They have become to believe that, and it's called Stockholm syndrome. That's what it's called. When they think that their abuser is really their savior, because it's in your mind. It's in your mind. So you have to free your mind. You know what? No matter what you're going through, your mind has to be free. If your mind is blocked and your mind is corrupted and your mind is poisoned, then you're in bondage. I don't care how free you can go in and out your door. I don't care what you can do. I don't care how many vacations you can go on. You are in bondage. It starts with the mind, okay? So let's practice having a freedom of the mind, releasing negativity in your mind. Like I always say, if you have to have somebody to talk to, you know, Jesus Christ is available 24/7. But sometimes you want to talk to somebody face to face, you know, and you may not be ready to talk to Jesus face to face, if you get my drift. So, you know, you may want to talk to your mother, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your aunt, or a pastor, you know, or a guidance counselor. If you have a trusted supervisor, you know, that you could talk to that's that's understanding and won't share your personal thoughts with other people. You know, I've been in that situation before where I've seen people confide in people and their stuff was spread all over the place. So be careful who you confide in. You know, but you may want to go see a doctor, a psychiatrist, but you have to work on getting your mind free. Because as long as your mind is tied up, you are in bondage. You're tied up. You're not free. Okay? And it's just sad. You know, so I woke up this morning and, you know, I laid there and I thought, I was like, you know, I'm laying here, I'm relaxing, and I'm free. I'm free physically. I'm free. You know, but some people out there, their minds are boggled up. And I used to be in that position where, you know, you thought bad things were what you were supposed to have. That's a form of bondage. When you think that there's nothing out there better for you, you have to settle for less. You know, that's bondage. Or you think, well, this is where I'm at. I can't go no further. I can't get a higher education. I can't afford it. I can't have nice things. I can't go to a better job. That's a form of bondage. You know, you're free from shackles, but your spirit is bound. You know, that's even. I watched a picture one time of an African picture because, like I said, Kingsley is African. So I watched the African picture, and the guy was trying his best to go forward. You couldn't see no physical restraints on him. But in the spiritual realm, his spirit man was bound to a tree where someone had put a spell on him from childhood where he couldn't be successful. He was bound to a tree in the spiritual realm. So no matter how far he got, he always was stopped.
I'm glad you stopped.
And they said the spirit is called almost there, where you can get to a point and then you can't go no further. You know? And until the Lord frees you, your spirit, you know, you won't progress. And sometimes to get that freedom, you have to talk to other people to figure out what's going on, whether it's naturally or spiritually. You have to talk to other people. Sometimes you have to go get prayer where somebody can pray and remove that situation from your life. You know, you have to get natural help. You have to get spiritual help. You have to get help, you know. And that's the worst thing. When people are in crazy houses and things like that, their spirit, man, their mind is bound up. And a lot of times they can look at you and they in the inside and they're looking through their eyes like, I need help, but I can't verbalize it because they're bound up on the inside. Their spirit man is bound up and done been sometimes abused so bad they just revert back into childhood. All kind of things take place, just abuse. You know, so I want you to practice having a Freedom Friday. Freedom, if you've been bound up all week and you're bound this morning, you know, pray, ask the Lord to help you become delivered, lead you to someone who can help you in that process. You know what I'm saying? To be delivered. And try to keep yourself away from negativity because it starts there. It starts there because people come in here, and they're talking, and they're planting negativity in you, and then you're bound up because you're reacting to it. You know, he said this, and she said this, and she doing that, and she doing that, and next thing you know, you bound up in some nonsense that you shouldn't be in. You bound up. You bound up. You tied up. You know, so practice being free every day. I'm titling this Freedom Friday, but every day should be free. You know, every day we should be living a free life. Every day. You know, you have bills, you have debt, that's a form of bondage, so it's best to try to work your way out of debt and have the necessities that you have to have. If you have to have a rent or you have to have a car payment, you have to have those things. But just having credit cards and loans all over the place, you know, I'm a firm believer in doing layaway. You know, I'm a firm believer in doing layaway. I don't have it going on like these YouTubers out here that's making all this money and things like that. I'm not to that point yet. Prayerfully one day I will be. But even at that point, I'm not going to go out here and get all these credit cards and these loans and things like that because that bangs you up. I will lay away something in a heartbeat and I will just take my time and pay off of it because at the end of the day, it's mine. I don't owe anybody anything. Everything in this apartment, every antique that I have, and the stuff in this apartment is not cheap, but it's paid for. Nobody can knock on the door and come here and pull out a bed or a couch. Okay, that's the way we should be living, free. Free. Get your debts paid. Try to get your debts paid. Try to save some money. You know what I'm saying? We should be free, because financial bondage is awful. You know, relationship bondage is awful. Any kind of bondage is awful. God did not create us to be in bondage. He came to set the captives free. Okay? So I'm not going to stay before you long. I want you all to have a happy Friday, a good Friday, a nice, successful weekend. And practice freedom. Keep all negativity out of your space. And put positive energy into your circle. Okay? Go out and get yourself a nice robe, woman. And men, go get yourself a nice robe, some nice pajamas, you know. Drink out of some long stem glasses. You don't have to drink out of this unless you want to. Go get some nice stuff. Treat yourself like the queen and king that you are. You know, they make these things out there. It's not for special occasions. They make them. It depends on what you want to drink out of. I choose to drink out of this. Not that nobody think they're better than anybody, but it's sitting right there next to the regular glasses, so I just thought I'd just buy long stem glasses. I have regular crystal glasses too, but sometimes the way you treat yourself, the frame of mind, helps you to become free. It helps you. You know, sometimes the way you treat yourself, to massages, manicures, pedicures, facials, you know what I'm saying? Losing weight. Buying yourself a pocketbook, a dress, or a suit, gentlemen, or a nice pair of shoes, or some cologne, or just relaxing, reading a good book, and taking a hot bath with some candles around your bathtub and some lavender. You know, sometimes just treating yourself, not waiting on somebody else, but sometimes just treating yourself like a queen or a king. Because if you're the child of the Most High, then you are a prince or a princess because your father is a king, okay? And you should be treated as such. These kings and queens out here in the world treat their children like royalty, you know? And God don't mean for you to walk around here with holes in your pajamas and mustard all on the front of your shirt and drawstring pajamas and socks mismatching. If you're married or not, somebody knock on the door, I can go to the door. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to start with yourself. Treating yourself a certain way, and then you will draw in that positive energy. You know, just the way you carry yourself. And treat yourself, and you'll get accustomed to being treated well. You know? And then you won't expect anything less from anyone else. You command respect, which is freedom. Because respect comes with freedom. Freedom comes with respect. It's hand in hand. If you bind somebody up, slavery or whatever the fact may be, there's no respect. Abuse, slavery, whatever, there's no respect. Bill collectors don't have respect for you. They want your money. I gave you some money. I'm a loan shark. I want it back with interest. You don't pay it, I take you to court. I put a judgment on you. I garnish your check. They have no respect for you. Bondage has no respect. Freedom and respect goes together. Okay? Anytime you're in a situation where you are bound down, who's ever causing it, even if you're causing it to yourself by the situation that you are in, there's no respect. No respect for yourself or no respect coming from anyone else, okay? So start with respecting yourself and treating yourself like somebody. And then you'll get the respect from others. You'll command it just by walking into a room. And if they don't want to give it to you, they'll stay away from you. That's better. That's better than to have the negative in your space. It's better for them to stay away. I would prefer them to stay away from me and still respecting my space. They may not think it is, but it's still respecting you. And if they have to come around, they will watch how they approach you. That's still a form of respect versus coming around you and disrespecting you. You still commanding respect. Start with yourself. Free yourself. Treat yourself to something. Okay? I don't care if it's a doggone ice cream cone and getting your eyebrows waxed. I don't care if it's men, you go get a fade and get a shave. Treat yourself. Command respect. Change your appearance. You know, go get you some clothes. If you have to go to Goodwill, get you some clothes. Nobody don't have to know about it. Put it in the cleaners. Wash it up. Iron it. Change yourself. Change your appearance. Carry yourself. You ain't got to be uppity. Be friendly, but people will just look at you and be like, you know, they'll respect you. Because you have to start with yourself. And if they don't and they stay away from you, that's still a form of respect, and it's the best. No negativity. Keep positive energy only in your space. And with that being said, I'm going to go and do what I have to do today, and I'll get back with you all maybe tomorrow. I may do something tomorrow. Maybe I'll do another haul or show a room. Or if not, I'll see you all on Monday morning with a morning motivation. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.